Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's edition of the Just Us Review. Where we like to take our favorite, fictional-based, superhero-based TV shows, movies, whatever it may be, break it down and give you the nit and grit of what's going on between them. Now, today is a special one. I know we wait for Crisis to come back from over the horizon, but there's a couple of things we need to talk about. And in this show, we like to go and get to the finer details of things. And today, we was having a conversation with each other, and we couldn't figure out who the fuck was the most annoying. Some of us said Mia. If you don't know her, she comes from the Arrowverse. She hails from the Arrow TV show, and then she is the future daughter of Oliver Queen. And Nora Allen, who is, of course, the adopted daughter of Barry Allen, because
that's all his blood.
Future daughter.
Future daughter of Barry Allen.
You let him own all of it.
One of the most annoying creatures to ever be graced with the Speed Force. And we were sitting down trying to compare which one was the most annoying. And that's what we leave you guys at right now.
It's a tie, they both lose.
I was thinking that. I was thinking at first, you know what? If I had a rock, I'd just slay them both. But you know what? It's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
Let me get
if we had to pick a side, we gotta pick a side.
So
let me give a little bit of taste of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Nora is what happens when the Spectrum has Speed Force. She is. And I get that she's trying.
Mm-hmm.
I get when they first showed her, I was like, oh my God, we about to get this dime piece on the CW. I can't wait. They about to have her on here, and I cannot wait. And her first episode, I was like, dear God, you get what you asked for. Because I get that she's here to help. Mm-hmm. But everything she does goes so tits up that I'm like, you gotta be fucking with me right now. This is some old Three Stooges shit. But go ahead.
And we'll counter that with, here comes Mia.
Mm-hmm.
Traipsing in. Let's give her backstory and where she comes from. She's
Mia comes from a world of privilege where she had a private assassin tutor her who was pregnant the whole time for whatever reason.
She never wanted for anything.
She never wanted for anything.
She wasn't homeless or nothing like that.
She grew up privileged. Her mom was the CEO of a billionaire tech company, and she wanted for nothing. Then at 18 years old, she threw a sissy fit and left home to go cage fight. And then later on joined the Arrow's kids to become the new Arrow.
It was very ham-fisted, very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow she became the leader of the team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, with the least amount of experience.
Sorry, you're being generous. With no fucking experience, she becomes the leader of the Arrow team. Now here's the thing.
So real quick, at least we know that in 2040 you can be the head of any organization alone by being just white.
Well, you can do that now. So here's my thing.
We'll cut that out.
So here's my thing. With Nora, it's annoying because she's from the future. It's like, okay, if we went back in time, which no black person would, if we go back in time, we know the shit that's gonna pop off. So we kind of ready for whatever comes. But this bitch gets surprised by everything. Like, okay, she's from 2040. I'm just throwing a number out there. She comes back to now. She comes back now and she's like, Donald Trump is president. And she's like, wait a minute, bitch, you from the future. What was you doing in the future?
It's like, why does everything surprise you?
Yeah, like these major incident, and the thing, your mama worked for the newspaper. She is the newspaper.
I have some problems with both of them in sense with the future thing. So, like, are they from different futures? Is it the same future? Whose future is right?
Shut up.
because the shit looked all sunshines and farts when Nora was in the future. Except when she went to the jail to go talk to what's his name, which let's put that notch in her belt. She worked with the villain. And then, like, you go over to Arrow, it's dark and grimy, and, like, they didn't wall off the city and all of this dumb shit.
But Arrow and Flash has always had that look and feel. Yeah, Arrow versus already established
it's Metropolis and Gotham.
That's all it is. And they've already established that. My deal is, Nora, your mom works for a newspaper. She's the editor. You should know the history of everything, because everything that happens in Central City, your mom has reported on.
And she stayed in a Flash museum, so she knows about his past battles and everything.
But when she comes back to the past, she don't know shit. And I get that she might have altered a couple of things here and there, but she don't know basic shit.
So here's the thing about that: she probably was faking it half the time.
Faking what? Faking not knowing things?
I get that, but why are you doing that to the... Okay, when she's alone, she's just as stupid. So if she's being stupid to fake out the audience, that's just dumb.
That's exactly what it is.
Then that's
yes, it is.
fucking
And
dumb.
yes, it is dumb, and that's the problem you run in when you write stories like that. And you, like, in other words, like, when people write stories and they have the characters do stuff that you know they wouldn't do if they were alone in real life, they do that for the sake of the audience. But the problem is, it's not realistic, because we, the audience, know you did that for our sake.
But even still, like, looking at Nora and all the shit that she does, and then the way she acts. So when I first met Nora, I thought
She was 17,
18 years old. Come to find out, this bitch is 25.
She got a job.
She got a full...
So by that standard, she's older than Neo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She got a 401k.
Yeah.
And you telling me...
She's working a career.
Exactly.
She's
got
old
benefits.
enough to rent a car.
So, eventually, she gets back to the past. And I don't know if everybody in the future have been downgraded to morons, and everybody just living out of basements in the future.
That is something we didn't actually get a chance to see.
When she in the future, because we get a glimpse of the future they did a whole backstory, and her chicken head friend, when she discovered the fact that she had powers, and then I was like, yo, okay, like what, like you 12, you fucking 12 in a 25-year-old body. This is fucking dumb. And then the decisions she's made, like, I came back to hang out with my daddy. Bitch, you grown. What is this?
So I get the sentimental feeling behind it, but like you said, she overstayed her welcome way too long. Like, I get coming back to the past and sneak, like, even the superpower realm, superheroes or whatever, come back and see your parents' wedding day or something like that, or come and see key moments in history and just, like, not interfere. Like, oh my God, I just met Vibe or Elongated Man, like, on the slide. Like, simple stuff like that is cool.
But the thing was, her
stayed for so long, but part of that is because, like, trust me, it's not time that's making people stupid, because the Flash thing was stupid back then. Because my thing is,
worse.
My thing is, these motherfuckers didn't say it's time for you to go home.
And that's the point I'm getting to. Her idiocy was contagious, because it made everybody extra stupid around her.
No, they were dumb before she got here.
Cisco was never at that level of dumb. He was an outlier until then. And then he became one of the rest of the Brady fucking bunch. He's like, maybe we should let this bitch stay.
I mean, we could pull up your old reviews to confirm it. But, I mean, let's be honest. They didn't talk about sending her back until Barry got all upset that she was fucking around with Dawn or whatever the hell that dude's name is. Yeah. All of these villains are the same. This show is a cartoon.
But we talk about the real villain here, Nora West Allen. All right, so.
Oh, and then the reason she was mad at Iris.
But I still don't understand why.
Because he told her to go home. That was it. That was all. Okay, so when she comes back to the past, she has this huge beef with Iris.
Right.
And they never tell us what the fuck Iris did. Like, I thought like, she used to hot comb her like they did in Good Times. Like, okay, so in the when she comes back to the past, she got a huge beef with Iris. And they don't tell us what the fuck Iris did to her. Like that week from what they made it sound, I used to beat the shit out of her for no reason. Yeah. Like, you look like Barry. Yeah. Quit looking at me. You look like your daddy. And she used to beat her ass. And then they finally revealed it. And I was like, this is what you mad for?
And what was she mad for?
Not like literally nothing. She told like.
No, she was mad because Iris implanted that chip in her that
suppressed her powers.
That I would be pissed too.
When your dad died...
Are we really going to play semantics here? Yes, if we're comparing her to Mia, yes, because I got a Mia rant waiting. So here's my thing about that. If I was Iris, I would have did the same thing.
Thank you.
I know my child is fucking stupid.
Thank you. She knew.
She probably did that. So I don't think that's fair because when was the implant put in her?
Well, she was probably a baby. But she know...
You don't know how your baby gonna act.
Iris know her genes.
A, B, this bitch just went to the past, so Iris has lived through this, so she probably thinking in her head, when I do shit out this baby and call it Nora, I'm gonna put a chip in her. But you already know what that leads to. Why would you do that?
Not just that, but she knows she has fucked her brother. and if Florida has taught us anything, if you're gonna have a Florida baby, it's best to put as many protocols on that as possible.
I mean, Jonathan, you saying, yeah, she's seen this and she knows what this leads to.
Actually, no, because Nora changed the future.
Yeah, she changed the future. Because she's not in it no more.
That's another thing.
Well, then who gives a shit?
You brought up a great point. She changed the future.
So much.
This bitch, and I don't mean that in an offensive way to women. I use that as an offensive term for morons. This bitch has the ability to replay time as many times as she wants. They've already said, because in one episode, she rewound time 50 times. If you
52.
Sorry, I apologize. 52. If you can't get it right in 5. They already need to prescribe you with Ritalin and Adderall. 50? 50? 2. And you still can't get right?
Can't get right.
What is that? Like, I would have killed that number to myself.
So that was the straw in the camel's back for me.
No, the straw in the camel's back is that this bitch almost fucked up Cisco because he felt all 50 of them. This motherfucker was about to have a brain bleed.
So that broke me too. And for a while, that would have been enough. But then Mia entered the picture.
Hold on, before we get to Mia, it's still some more. It's still some more on this Nora plate.
Because we also find out after that that Nora, her secret contact, has been thawed. So we knew it was thawed, but now we know that it's a little bit deeper than that.
So the person who killed Barry's mom and blamed it on his dad, which, let's be real, he's been prison raped. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. He was a middle-aged white man with no skills to fight back.
Apparently he held his own.
Yeah, okay.
Because when Barry went to jail, apparently it made it easy for him. His dad was such a...
Because whenever Barry's in a tight situation...
Everything just works out.
Exactly.
So we find out that Nora, this whole time, has been working with the man who started all this shit off, and she didn't think, that might be information she wouldn't want to share with the rest of the class.
Right.
She's a 25-year-old woman. I can understand if she was 8. I can understand if she was 6.
It was just so easy for Thawne, too. It was like, I'm tricking a child.
No. That's not even how I did it. He was like, wait a second. Are you Alan? Come on in. Come on in. I'm about to mind fuck the shit out you.
So, that was pretty much it. Nora was so dumb, she erased herself out of existence. So that's that, and she also had the dark speed force or whatever. So contrived, made up shit.
Wait! She became Star Wars. That's another thing.
She was Ray Palpatine.
She became evil because her dad sent her home. That was it.
That fifth lightning.
That was after all the damage she did in the past. He should have been done that. She done fucked up so many things. And then in the very last moment, he sends her home because like you fucked up everything and you've been working with my enemy, and she threw a hissy fit and became evil
and came back.
On top of that, this is another thing why I call bullshit on this bitch. So there was this the weather witch kid.
Yeah.
Hey, he had a girl, he had a daughter, and the daughter was trying to escape his influence. And Nora had a hate boner for this bitch. She was like, nah, you from evil stock, and I need to make sure your ass stay behind bars, and I'm gonna make sure you stay arrested. And I was thinking the whole time, but you working with the dude who killed your daddy's mama. But you got a hard off for this bitch?
Because every episode she learns a new lesson, and that's her goal for the day.
But she's 25. Wait, still, there's plenty more.
How is there still more?
Y'all don't remember that season? Oh, I remember because I had to watch every episode. I gave this bitch the Doodle Award for an entire season. I know. Because I still remember that same fucking picture. Hi, guys. And then Iris trying to sit there and relate to a 25-year-old. What kind of shit is this?
Y'all the same
goddamn age. And you trying to sit there and relate and you slang on her. That's why I was like, your stupid is contagious. But she's my daughter and I'm trying to relate to her. Why?
So
the bitch is older than you.
I get all of that. I really do. But let me tell you why I think Mia was the most annoying.
Nah.
Mia come and catch the slander.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Wait a second.
Here's the difference between Mia and Nora, and why I put Mia over Nora. Nora, okay, for lack of a better phrase, Nora was uneducated and unintelligent. So her idiocy and her annoyance came from ignorance.
Well, okay, I gotta fight back on that one because her parents were rich.
Talking about Nora?
Yeah. Iris was well-to-do.
She owned the newspaper.
Nora was college educated. What you want to say is she was naive about the superhero shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm getting at. When I say ignorant, I don't mean the bitch didn't read. I mean,
I don't know, man. It was a couple of scenes.
I mean, she was ignorant to everything. She had a lot of naivete. Mia's annoyance goes over for me because her shit is intentional.
Okay, the reason why
Her shit is intentional. Mia does things that she knows is wrong, and the reason she gets away with it is because my daddy was the Green Arrow. That is literally the sum of Mia's shit. Nora did some fucked up shit, but Mia did things that at the end of the day, in my opinion, was worse, not because of how big they were, but because of the intentions behind them. The biggest thing, in my opinion, was the death of Wild Dog's daughter.
Yeah.
That's on her head because she kept pushing for her way. And she didn't even feel remorse about it.
Yeah, you know what?
Actually, I take that back. When we did get a moment of her being remorseful about it, from when she died to the remorseful moment was like 4 episodes.
Exactly.
It took you 4 episodes to feel bad about a person that you got killed.
It was almost like someone had to remind her, hey, somebody's not here.
Exactly.
It was kind of your fault. Here's my issue with Nora. I'm sorry, with both these bitches. Here's my problem with Mia. She represents white privilege entitlement to its max. She's done nothing to like deserve the credit of anything. Like, okay, she lives off the, like you said, she lives off the legacy of her father. There's nothing she's done or accomplished that should garner her.
Can I add something to that? It has the audacity to hate him too.
Here's the thing. I can see if he was an absentee father, if he was down the street.
Can I give you an example of what that's like? That's like looking down on a crackhead and then smoking the crack out of his pipe.
I'm not sure about that.
That's pretty accurate.
That's like saying, how dare you smoke crack, go get a job, and then proceed to smoke crack from his crack, mind you, not your own, but his crack out of his pipe. That's what that shit is.
I can see if honestly, like Oliver was still alive, he was down in the glade slinking dick like his daddy was doing. You know, having illegitimate kids left and right. But he literally died to save
the world.
No, everything. Everything.
Everything you know, everything that's ever
look at me.
Everything.
Look at me. I'm the captain now. You see this table? You see this air we breathing? He literally died to save everything. All universes and every people. And animals and shit. That's what he died for. She made it sound like he died chasing a Four Loko in the street and got hit by a Segway. That's the way she made it sound. Yo, he left us because he wanted to leave us. And the whole time, I'm like, bitch. That is a God level death. Don't you dare disrespect me.
And as much shit as we give Oliver Queen.
Yeah.
Like that was
why
deserve it.
While you sit in your mansion with your private assassin tutor, while your mom makes billions from the black man she used to work for. Oh yeah, we know she stole tech from fucking Curtis. But anyway, so then she gets all this training because, you know, all girls get training from assassins. And what does she do with it? No, does she go out and explore the world and travel and try to learn new things on her own? No, she goes into the gutter to fight bums with no training.
And then tries to horn her way into the rest of the crew stuff. And my thing is, they were handling, look, Star City was garbage in the future. That no one was gonna change that. But they were handling it, and when she got on their team, it literally got worse.
I've never seen them start like when they came in, they were efficient, they were a unit. And as soon as Mia got on the team, every week they would take L's.
Like, you know, the tutor shit the private tutor from an assassin wouldn't bother me so much if it wasn't for the fact that she's fucking lousy as a fighter. And I made this comparison in a previous review before, but there's a difference between characters like Wolverine, Raphael from Ninja Turtles, and her. The reason those first two characters work is because there is proper storytelling behind it, and the fact that they actually are likable characters despite the fact
they have gruff exteriors.
Exactly. She is nothing like that.
Here's the deal about that. Here's another difference between them. When Raphael and Wolverine talk shit, 9 times out of 10 they can. But she talks all the shit and just. She got a septic tank in her throat, just spewing all the shit, talking that high class. Like, man, okay, I want to see what she can do, and they be mopping the floor with her.
And that's why,
and this is why I put her over Nora, because when Nora took L, she was remorseful and apologized, and she felt generally bad about it. And and you could probably say, well, maybe that's because she knew she was working for the villain. But despite that, she generally felt bad about it. It was genuine.
Okay, here's where I gotta push back on that. A child feels bad when they spill their juice.
Yes, but you got two different children. You got one child who feels bad when they spill their juice,
and then you got Dennis the Menace.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna say this about Mia, not Mia. I'm gonna say this about Nora. At least Nora seemed like she wanted to learn.
Yeah, even if she was being shitty. Every time Mia fucked up, it was someone else's fault, or they just need to do the plan the same way again. Exactly.
Do it harder.
You know, we need to fail this time, but harder.
like literally, they did the same plan 3 times.
Yeah.
And the 3rd time got Zoe killed.
The first time she got whooped.
And then they go to the past and they do that plan again.
And they still get one. Okay. I gotta speak on this one.
So personally, I have to bow out because I didn't watch all of Arrow's.
That's cool. I need you to listen on this one. So there's an episode where Oliver decides to take his family out to Russia.
I remember this one. Okay.
And Oliver doesn't want his kids to know that he do dirt because parents don't want their kids to know they used to hoe. So he like, look, I'm gonna go and do this cage fight. You guys stay here.
You make it sound so simple.
I'm gonna go do this cage fight. You gonna stay here. I'll be back with what we need. Everybody's okay, cool.
Everybody heard.
All right, everybody, we're gonna sit here.
She pitched a little fit.
What is that?
Because she was like, why do you have to stay here?
That's cool. But then everybody's like, we're gonna stay here. Yeah. And then 5 seconds later,
he even took Laurel.
And she was,
because she's a grown up.
And she was like, and then they went.
And then everything was going cool.
Did the cage fight shit. And then went to talk to the dude.
Wait, before that,
shit right in his hand.
Before we get there, so everything's going okay. Back at the place, everybody's like, "Where's Mia?" Cut to Oliver. The episode is about to be over. He's about to
like there was an antagonist that actually was gonna live up to his word. Like he was like, all I wanted you to do was go and tune this dude up in the cage, and I'll let you have the shit. And he did it. He was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna give you the shit. And Oliver was like, thank you.
While the shit is being delivered, here comes Mia. Captured by the mind you, Billy Badass get captured by Thug 1 and Thug 3. So they drag her ass in there, and now this is a whole episode.
And then they killed the dude that was supposed to give Oliver the shit he wanted.
For no reason, like you know what?
Like, who told you to be nice?
Like Mia literally leaves death in her way.
And then what's to blame other people?
Exactly.
For?
Nora only killed herself.
So this is my only example of seeing what you guys were talking about, because when they got tied up and he was like, I had the plan covered. What happened? And her first line, mind you, this is my first time watching Arrow this season. Her first words were, well, apparently the plan didn't go that well because we're tied up.
When this bitch said that, I literally stood up and took my belt off. I wanted to whip my laptop. How dare you? Where do you find the testicles? They must sell them at Walmart in a 24-pack. First of all, you talking to your daddy. Second of all, it's your goddamn fault. I would push that bitch
Third
in
of all,
the face.
you got people killed.
Exactly.
I would have dislocated my thumb and punched her.
Like she literally got people killed.
Granted, he was a bad dude, but
he wasn't a bad dude.
He wasn't doing bad shit right there. That's fucked up. Like,
first of all, let's be honest. Everybody on the Arrow team was a bad dude.
exactly.
like, he was a bad dude. Like, I'm not shedding a tear that he died.
But he lived up to his word.
Yeah, it was an unnecessary death.
Exactly.
Every death around Mia is unnecessary. Kind of like Nora and her stupidity. My thing is, her action of going to the past got way more people hurt than it needed to. Because she
Hurt, not killed.
No. Because of her actions and when she came in to intervene on that explosion thing.
With the satellite.
With the satellite. She actually pointed out that shit actually derailed and went to a park, a carnival where children were and people got fucked up.
She created the villain.
Exactly. All that was her fault.
Okay, that's fine. Still not worse than me.
No, see, the thing is, I don't like Mia because I feel after a nice solid ass whooping, she will be okay.
No.
But
She done took 12 already.
But wait, when it comes
even we not done with Mia. Cause even in Crisis, we only halfway through Crisis, and even in Crisis, she wants her way, which is bring my daddy back to life.
And now Constantine, Sarah,
Diggle,
everybody got to stop what they do.
Exactly, taking motherfuckers off the table Bible that they need for the
We're
crisis.
pretending like this. Okay,
And keep in mind, she's doing this despite the fact that Batwoman is the worst character in that crossover right now.
Y'all saying this like Diggle, White Canary, and to lesser extent Constantine ain't some dumb motherfuckers. So their stupidity is kind of pushing them that direction. But with Nora Allen, you cannot fix stupid because I don't care what you try to teach this bitch. It's ridiculous.
Here's the thing about Nora.
Throughout that season of Flash, what did she learn?
She learned some stuff.
She learned a couple of moves, but yet kept doing the same shit.
It was okay, so this is Flash in general, Flash characters in general. They reset after every episode. We know that.
Fucking Scooby-Doo episode.
Which is why they always keep secrets. We 6 seasons in and they still keep secrets.
Every time, every damn time. Like, so that's just how that world goes.
That's semantics.
That's just every day. They reset and nobody knows. Like Barry was surprised that his captain knew that he was the Flash. Like, come on.
What? VOMG.
What? How did you know, Cap?
Dude,
motherfucker,
you took sabbatical. You never come to work.
You was gone when the
You
Flash
are
was
still
gone.
hired, and I have no idea why. And I can't put my job in jeopardy anymore covering for you. So let your daddy do it. That's why he left. That's what that shit was. He was like, I've lost all integrity in my job because I keep caping for you.
Not just that.
You don't even do anything special here.
Not just that, I can see the bottom part of your mouth and your fucking eyes. I kind of know that was you.
Yeah. So people reset except certain characters.
And then the biggest piece of fuck you is when Wells discovered this bitch was lying. Sherlock.
I remember. And then they had the nerve to get mad at him.
For this bitch. For her. He was like, look, y'all, Nora is up to some bullshit.
But see, the thing is, I understand that though, because like now if this was Mia and they was like Mia's a villain, then Oliver would probably pull out his belt and be like, "Yep, I kind of knew that." But with not Nora, she's too stupid to be evil. I get that. Like, look at her, she's trying to tie her shoe right now. I understand that.
But here's the issue I got with that.
Shame on you, Sherlock. What the fuck are you doing? Get out.
So Sherlock comes, right? He has all this evidence that this bitch is lying. Like he calls over the portfolio and he starts like, look, she's making shit up.
Like y'all hired him for a reason.
Exactly. And then everybody gets mad at him. Like he's like, but that's
Tell it right. First Iris was like, you stay the fuck away from
my dog.
And I'm like, first of all, you just now caping for this husband. Because she was pissed at you for 5 episodes. But you shut the hell up.
And then after all this backlash, like I would have made them suck my dick.
Wales took that in grace.
So then they realized that Nora was lying, and then Wales is standing
threw
there.
her back in the future where she needed to go.
And
then Wales was like, I told y'all. And then elongated man who hasn't said anything throughout this entire arc is like, you need to shut up. This is family business. And I'm like, you rubbery bitch. First of all, you're supposed to be the detective. You're supposed to be the detective. So they hired this French fuck, and then he outdid you in it. And you're the meta. Like, so you shut the fuck up.
And mind you, this bitch is 25. So the fact that she was lying like that and you guys excused it, like I can see, like, yeah, if she was 8.
Who excused it?
The whole team did it.
Nora, Barry, Cisco, Frost,
Killer Frost, and
Caitlin.
You got that. Sherlock, he tried to put Nora in her place, tried to out her and everything. Who tried to check Mia?
Everybody! No, that's a lie. That's a goddamn
one
lie.
damn motherfucker checked Mia.
Because the only person trying to check Mia was Zoe, and she died.
Exactly.
Because what's his name?
Can't have that.
And then when Oliver tried to do it, like, and And I said this motherfucker was so in the right, but of course, because the writers, like, so during the Civil War, remember that stupid ass season? It seemed like Oliver could win all the goddamn arguments, even though this motherfucker was totally in the wrong.
Like he went to debate school.
And then when Mia,
exactly,
like Mia say some fuck shit that we like that they have
we
on
know
tape.
was bullshit.
And Oliver don't even he don't even
Or
respond.
he gets interrupted and it's like, we got an emergency, guys. And I'm like, no, let him finish. Let him tell how she ran in there and got caught and the plans was in his goddamn hand.
No, you want to tell you who also got it? I'm sorry. This Chuck and Jiving motherfucker named Diggle Jr., who is Bronze Tiger's son.
I can't keep up with who he is.
What he is
Catch and Fidget. What's it called?
Bitch. I don't know.
No.
Step and fetch.
There we go. I gotta give it to that Step and Fetch it nigga. Bronze Tiger's son, who you got all this experience, yet you won't tell this white girl about herself because you want the pussy that bad?
White fever get up in you and it make you do things. Okay, I was getting all that.
So he's supposed to be trained.
He is literally the CW spin. That's literally.
But all in all, honestly, if I had to put it to a vote, see, it's hard because
It ain't hard for
like,
me. It's Mia.
It's Mia.
Like
Yeah.
no, like for Nora, I just want to give her some medication. And pull up.
Here's the thing. With
Nora.
Nora, you mad at everybody around her.
Okay, yeah.
With Mia, you mad at her.
But-
And everybody around
but-
her. Ain't nobody checking her.
But that's my thing. Nora was a catalyst that made an entire season stupid. Mia was just a bad part of a season.
And it was still stupid. No, and correction, she was a bad part of 2 seasons.
So here's my thing though. Nora died for her sin. Mia's still up here walking around like
As a
she
matter
ain't
of
did
fact,
nothing wrong.
Oliver died for Mia's sin.
Yeah.
Like, I because it's hard for me to place in words because I physically want to play it. But I just want to put Nora on a short bus to nowhere. Like, it never comes, like, if I could put it inside the Speed Force so that it never comes back, that's where I want to put Nora. I want both of them to go away.
Nora is like, she need to lay down. Mia is shut the fuck up.
Like, just take a nap.
I would have to say, in the limited time that I have seen Mia Smoke on screen, she is just so bad. She is so bad. Because we had one, think about it, we had one season with Nora. We've had several.
That was a long ass season.
We've had 2 seasons with Mia and her shitty future story. And I just don't understand why she gets so, like, she gets everything her way. And I can't be around her. No. like, who are you? Who, what are you inside?
I'm not as upset with her because, like,
Really?
no, she's a representation of overprivileged white entitlement.
Didn't she used to shit on William like all the time?
That's because he deserved to be shitted on. We ain't gonna sit there and cake for William. Fuck him.
So here's my thing though. Since we brought William up, I think William is the perfect barometer of why Mia is the worst. We hated William as a kid.
Child William.
I can honestly say that since we've been watching adult William, he has been a competent character that I will sit and watch regularly. He evolved.
That's true.
And he went through that whole my daddy ain't shit phase either.
Okay. As a child too.
Mia never grew out of it.
But here's the thing. Nora never grew up either.
But see, my thing is Nora was coddled and she became an idiot. Like y'all said, I just want to tell Nora to go take a nap.
Like, where you trying to go? Outside? No. Let's go to bed.
Exactly.
Like she that 2-year-old that be running around and jumping all over shit.
Yeah,
That's literally what that is.
Give you some
like,
melatonin and go check
like-
it out.
Well, here's the deal,
like-
though. Like Nora,
Mia is
me.
Macaulay Culkin in The Good Son.
like,
You haven't seen that movie, have you?
no.
We got some homework to do.
Like, here's my deal. Okay, Nora, Nora is if she wasn't in the show, she was fine. But I can't even see her fineness in this show.
I think our answer has been solved. I don't know.
Kristen, he's the last one.
Mia. I think they're both terrible, but Mia.
Like, okay.
Mia is the type of person you would actually encounter in real life, and you can't do anything about it. Nora is so dumb, it's cartoonish. There's no way someone is that.
I'll make the final argument with this hypothetical. Imagine if Mia had powers.
Oh God! Fuck no. Okay,
there you go.
Wait. Before and be 100% honest. If one of them was removed, who do you think season would have been salvaged?
If one was removed?
If one was removed, whose season could have been salvaged?
Well, we've established that Arrow has shitty writing for at least about 5 seasons now.
And Flash ain't too far behind.
Flash is not too far behind, but they're
But if you took Nora and Mia both out of their prospective spots, and the show could course correct itself.
But that would mean that Arrow wouldn't have the future Flashes, and they would have
That's
to
an
actually,
interesting question.
But when he's asking, well, specifically for Mia was not important to the show at all.
Because the first season she was only in the side
In
story.
the future arc, and then half of the other season she's still in the
And that
future
side
arc,
story was 25% of an episode.
and just padding. And so Mia's story is really just spin-off material for when they do the spin-off.
Okay.
So the fact that I feel like I've seen Mia for way too much and she's done jack and shit, I don't want to see the spin-off, which I'm not going to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So taking her out of the equation.
Spoiler alert! If y'all want us to review that, that's a hell no.
No.
Ain't that much Patreon in the world.
Now, if y'all drop $1,000 for each of us, we each get $1,000, then we'll consider
No,
it.
fuck that. I'm still not doing
No,
it.
if y'all drop $1,000, then we'll take your
Right.
money and that's the end of it.
Keep going. So, rebuttal.
So,
So here's the thing about that. It's an interesting question. I also think it's an unfair question because if you take one out of their respective show, for example, if you take Nora out of that season, then you have no season.
Yeah, you have no season. Like the entire season completely changed.
So-
If you take Mia out of her season, her 2 seasons, then nothing.
The main storyline still goes on.
Question: Did Nora speed up Crisis?
I believe so.
Yeah. So she just sped up the inevitable. Like there was gonna be a cicada, just not that guy was supposed to be cicada.
Exactly,
Yeah, something like
and
that.
also they wouldn't have. Not them as okay. Her course correction threw a whole bunch of shit off. As in, people died who weren't supposed to die. People got powers who weren't supposed to get powers, and shit like that. That shit reverberated.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I'm like, she did more fucking damage in the past than Mia did in her timeline. Even though Mia is a fucking piece of shit, she kept her piece of shit compartmentalized. Nora affected every guy.
But so here's the thing though with that. Mia's fuck ups were more intimate because like they were directly in our faces and they were directly with the people that we were following in this show. Like you could say Nora affected a wide variety of people, but we ain't gonna meet them on the episode of The Flash.
Well, we have met them. We've
Not all of them.
The evil doctor who just showed up. That's a byproduct.
Mohinder?
Yeah, Mohinder. That's a byproduct of Nora.
I mean, his mom was out the door. She had cancer. I'm pretty sure Nora didn't give his mom cancer.
No, but
he would have did that.
No,
shit
no.
anyway.
The dark matter that was generated from the shit that she was doing sparked that.
Okay, and he would have got No, No,
The dark
matter did
came
not give his
before
mom
that.
cancer.
No. The dark matter that he was
He
using to
needs
steal
to-
from other people.
Okay,
But
but
the dark matter-
he would have
I
turned
thought
the blood work another way.
I thought the dark matter came from the season that Barry went.
The thinker, yes, you're right.
No,
it
because-
did come from him.
No, because when Nora showed up and dispersed dark matter everywhere, then you had dark matter and shit that wasn't supposed to be having it. Like,
But
at one
dark
point-
matter already existed.
Yeah, but not in that.
What she did was she did the dark matter technology fusion. That's
She
what
did.
the
She
season
did.
was.
She did a bunch of things.
Because during that season, that's when dark matter started being metal was infused in things, and people had new powers that were
Well,
Exactly, because there was dark matter in the season before, because that's how Ralph got his powers.
Well, my only thing is wouldn't Mohinder have been in the future arcs?
Well,
Like he-
So here's the thing:
Like he-
his mom would have got cancer. He would have still been on that fuck shit. The only
Because-
difference is he probably wouldn't have used dark matter. He would have used
the only
something
thing
else.
the only thing Nora did was made dark matter more available for him to find it and come up and figure out that it can take the cancer away from
Was
her.
he mentioned in the Flash Museum?
Who, Mohinder?
Yeah. I have to go back and look at that because I don't think he was mentioned in the Flash Museum because one of his greatest enemies, his last enemy was supposed to have been Cicada. That was supposed to be his greatest foe.
Well, I mean, he also was supposed to die in Crisis, and that shit didn't happen.
Yeah.
But that got pushed up because of Nora.
But
But
that was getting
he was
pushed
gonna-
up anyway.
he's
That
gonna-
got pushed up from his original, because remember, it was supposed to happen in 2028. and
Exactly.
shit.
And then Nora showed up and threw this shit off whack.
At the beginning of the show, it was supposed to happen in like 2049.
Exactly.
And then it got pushed up some more because of other shit Barry
Because
did.
Barry did fuck shit.
She only pushed it up one time.
That's still enough. but her stuff, I still say had a wider range of effect. That's the only reason.
So here's my thing about Nora's stuff. Because piggybacking off of what he said, how Mia's fuck ups were more intimate, Nora's fuck ups were also played off as comical. The shit you're talking about is shit that the show doesn't deliberately tell us. It's shit you gotta think about after the fact.
We have
But
to think about consequences.
but the fuck ups that we see from Nora outright, like I went back in time 52 times, that's played up as a joke. It was just a lark. It was just a goof.
Cisco almost died.
Yeah, but they didn't play it up like it was super serious.
But, I mean,
It was just,
but did he die though?
and it was structured in a way where everything was gonna be okay by the end of the episode. Like it wasn't played up as serious, but Mia's fuck ups were intimate and in your face, and it was like there's no going back from
She
this. So he's
ruined-
fucking dead. That's just
She
it.
ruined like detailed plans that a group had planned out. She got one of her group members killed. She got that guy killed that Oliver was trying to get the plans for. Delaying a plan, period. Keep in mind, he was doing this as a mission to save everything because of that monitor bullshit. So like, yeah, you could say Nora moved up Crisis, but Mia delayed Oliver trying to solve the shit.
I'll say this, just perusing. I remember I was perusing the internets back in a year or two or whatever when the Nora shit was popping off. I saw a lot of people being turned off from the Flash, just from just internet searches and whatnot.
I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit so hard. But you know what? Right now, as it stands, it's 3-1 in votes of Mia being more annoying.
I definitely do see what you're saying. I definitely feel talk about the wider effect of her messing up a lot of people and then citywide range and everything. But
Whenever either one of them came on the screen, I had an ulcer. But you know,
and that's the thing. I get it too, but like it still goes back to me that Nora had good intentions and Mia was just being a shitty human being.
it was like
like
at the end of the day, who's more reliable to take out onto the field?
neither one of them.
More reliable.
Neither one of them.
So here's the other thing too that I'll say too. Like remember when I said Nora had good intentions? Did Mia even really want to fight crime, or was she just out there hurting people because she got to fight and beat ass? Because when she went to go, and that's my point. Nora never went out there in the field through all her fuck ups with the intention of actually hurting people. I don't even think Mia has a real edict for what she's doing. I don't think she really gave a fuck about saving Star City in the future. It was just, I'm doing stuff because I get to use my ninja skills that my ninja trainer taught me, and I get to prove that I'm a badass. I honestly feel if she had never got picked up by the future Arrow team, she would have eventually become a villain. They would have had to fight.
And this is where I got to push back on you. I understand Nora had good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so did Barry when he went to go save his mom.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good intention too, but it ended up also fucking up a time.
No, it was selfish.
It was also, but he also had.
It was very selfish.
It was selfish.
Purely selfish. Nothing. No good intent out of that. Like good intent. Save my mom. Yeah, save a life. But it was coming from a selfish.
And then Nora was doing the same thing. She was being selfish to go back in time to hang out with her parents.
But
true.
But at the end of the day,
but she was also
Nora was doing things.
Nora was coerced by the village.
He didn't force this.
I said coerced.
This man was in a choke chain in prison.
No, basically he was telling her, I'm going to show you the way and everything's going to work out okay. And because she's dumb, she believed him. So she thought, okay, I'm going to just follow your rules, follow what you say, try not to do this and do that, and everything should work out okay.
So because she's a moron, we should forgive her?
Yeah.
Forgive is a strong word. But because she's a moron, I think she's more redeemable. Because at the end of the day, I can't really call Mia a hero. I don't even think I would call her a vigilante, because I truly believe she had no moral compass. She was only doing things because she was following people that she felt like hanging around with.
But I feel like
Nora genuinely wanted to be a hero.
But she was completely ignorant.
Okay, but that's fine. That's fine though. Shit fucked up.
You can teach someone. Ignorance doesn't last forever. in most cases.
Ignorance.
I've been watching The Flash for 6 seasons.
Ignorance doesn't last forever.
And that show will get canceled soon. So ignorance does not last forever.
So here's the thing. At the end of the day, there's hope for Nora. There is no hope for Mia.
Well, she kind of did. So,
but I'm just talking about in total, like up before the death, because
the fact that she sacrificed herself proves it.
Because, like I said, you like seriously think about Mia the entire last season. Not even thinking about this current season, but the entire last season. She never showed genuine interest in helping to free Star City. That was everybody else.
She never showed any growth or development either.
Yeah, she never even showed that maybe this is something I want to do. She never showed that she had any kind of moral compass. Just think about this. You trained someone to be a weapon, and they up and absconded and left and went out into the street. And then she started cage fighting. She didn't do it because she wanted the money. She didn't do it because it was going to lead her somewhere, because she was trying to help or save people. She did it because she wanted to hurt people.
She didn't even have a mission.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold up. Backing off that one, Nora went back in time, and when she had her abilities and was working with the Flash to stop villains, one of her villains got away because she didn't realize that bad guys lie.
Because she's stupid.
It's exactly.
She's 20,
but you gotta.
She's 25.
But here's the thing. Why did Nora go back to the past?
Just to hang out with her parents.
But why did she go back to the? Because it wasn't just that.
When she knew her father disappeared in crisis and she wanted to meet him.
Because she wanted to be a hero.
And she wanted to stop it as well.
She wanted to be a hero. Now think about if Nora had Mia's mindset. You just got superpowers. And remember, when Nora got superpowers, she wanted to learn how to be like the Flash,
and she
hero.
She wanted to help people with her timeline too.
Where's Wally?
Shut up. he'll be back.
Now think about Mia. She got her abilities and she didn't want to learn how to be like anything. She just wanted to use
So
them.
if I'm Nora and I find out I have abilities, why not go back to Mom, who obviously worked with the Flash, and say, Mom, I know you suppressed my powers, but now I have them awakened. And if you don't train me, I'm going to find another way to do it.
Okay.
That is what an adult does.
Clearly, we've established there are no adults on the Flash.
And I gotta push back against that. Yeah, I wouldn't trust my mom too if I found out some shit was in me. And she put it in there. That's
cool.
fucked up.
If my parents put a tracker inside me, I was like, you know what? They want to keep me safe. I'm cool with that.
Nah,
As a teenager, I understand as the rebel. As a 25-year-old woman, you have to come to the conclusion that, hey, she suppressed this because this got my father killed. How about I have a grown-up conversation with my mother?
So let me ask you something. How do you know you're getting the right side of the story?
She didn't even ask.
But I'm talking about you. Your edict of being an adult. How do you know you're gonna get the right side of the story on that?
Well, you have to talk to her at some point, don't you? She didn't even do that. She just
And
ran.
there are two options for that. Iris will either tell her and be straight with her or lie.
She never gave her the opportunity.
Well, I already know off bat that
We
she
got
would put
six
something in
seasons.
me and not
We got
say
six
something about
seasons
it.
that know that 99% of the time these motherfuckers lie.
And here's the thing. We're talking about this, and like we're not even talking about how dumb of a premise this is, because are you telling me in your 25 years you didn't go to the fucking doctor for any reason and they didn't x-ray you and find some shit in
John,
you?
shut up. You're making too much sense. Because people don't get physicals in the future.
Be that as it may.
Or you never, was going on the airplane. Hey, D, what the fuck is this?
Exactly.
But you know what? That's CW logic. You know what? I figured out who wins the double one. The CW. For writing these two motherfuckers. But you know what? I'm pretty sure you guys have seen these two assholes in action, and you have your own ideas about which one's the dumbest. Please, in the comments, put down some of their greatest, dumbest moments so we can relive them and, hate drink ourselves to death.
So let us know. Who's the worst future daughter?
Like and subscribe. We have plenty more content coming out for you guys. But until next time, you know what? Fuck Mia.